So we are less than 2 weeks away from finally finishing construction in our brand new kitchen, and we are beyond excited. It is almost time to put the final touches in. So with the help of our designer, Ken, he is going to let us know what decor should go in here. Right, my friend?
Right. So we already decided on like modern farmhouse, but then within that, there are so many categories. So we're going to look at what the fun stuff is, the fun stuff to decorate the kitchen today.
It's all been fun. Who are we kidding?
This is really fun.
Okay, all right, good.
I can't wait to see what it will look like in here. Honestly, it's going to be really beautiful. But first, we have a lighting decision to make. So all week long, you all have voted in our Ready, Set, Renovate sweepstakes, and we have made our final decision.
This
Cameron?
was a hard one, everybody. I mean, all the decisions have been tricky, this one especially, because it could have easily gone in any direction. Our options were a functional ceiling fan light. There it is right there. It looks great. The rustic basket lights as well, which really go well with that farmhouse look, or the beautiful glass pendant lights right there. Okay, the winner is, drumroll please,
Oh, good.
the globe light!
Yay! Debbie's so happy.
Yes, they look
I'd like to
beautiful.
thank the Academy for the globe lights. I mean,
Yes.
honestly, I'm so
Yes.
excited. I really wanted those lights.
They were all good options. And this is, I know I say this every time, but in my mind, I could see all three of those. If this were my personal kitchen, I'd have the globe lights here, I'd have the baskets there. They were all good, but the
True.
globe lights will be beautiful. I like the modernness of them, and there's a lot of little sparkle with that shiny glass.
They
Very good.
really
And the
will.
bulb itself, I love that that's a design element in
There you go.
itself, so that's cool too.
Okay, there are a lot of factors we need to think about when choosing decor in here. So what do we need to be looking at?
So the first thing to look at is really your personal style. Like, know what your personal style is. Do you like something more ornate, something calmer? And then the next thing is, how will you decorate the kitchen? Is this gonna be something you're gonna set and leave? Do you want to change it out? Do you want something you can layer things on top of? And then how much effort do you want to put into cleaning, maintaining? Those are
Okay.
all factors. So within the farmhouse category, I've come up with 3 different looks that still are farmhouse, but a very distinct sort of aesthetic feel.
I love all these
right.
options. I love getting options. Okay, let's start with the first one. What's your first look?
So the first look I have set up here, and it's called Cottage White. And that is sort of a lot of whites, but balancing out that, because just white alone is going to be a little too brass, too bright. We're adding in natural woods and warm tones. Not a lot of detail, clean, simple lines, something where you can put your sort of natural legumes and vegetables out. It feels very much like a country kitchen, but in a sort of Scandinavian, more sort of subdued, sophisticated way.
Yeah,
like
there's
it.
a cozy aspect to it too. There's a very grounded,
Right.
earthy feel to
Right.
it, even though it's got the whites. I like that wood combo there.
And even though we have a lot of things out, it still looks clean and it's relaxing to the eye. It's
Exactly.
aesthetically
And just so everyone at
point,
home knows, I've set up this sort of display on the shelves here. I'm not saying that this is the look we'll have on these shelves. This is the look that will be
idea.
spread around, sort of a mood board, spread around the kitchen, because up here on top here, I have a sort of mock-up, our cabinets, our subway tile. I have found beautiful reclaimed wood. We're gonna do a big
Nice.
reclaimed wood shelf on the back. So I also wanted to see like what those elements would look like up on our shelf. And so it would sort of
So
be—
this is in line with this first look. Okay, very
exactly.
good. All right, so we would switch these out too.
Exactly.
So again, natural woods, we've got the whites,
Exactly.
okay?
I like it. I like that. I'm digging this
Sure, I
look,
like
but
it.
you have 2 more looks, and one of
Exactly.
them is a complete departure from the clean and white. It's a very bright and bold, correct?
Exactly. So the next look I am calling Napa Valley, and it is exactly the opposite. What I've got are bright colors, it's fun, it's jubilous. So here I am taking this off, and I'm replacing it with ceramics that are in the yellows and oranges and blues. Sort of like if you were up at Napa at one of the wineries and had a glass of wine and a big charcuterie platter, this is what would come. The exact opposite of Cottage White. And also remember that some of your functional items can also tie into that color palette.
Okay, so how would this look be on the shelf?
Well, on the shelf, like up against the white, it's gonna be a lot of brightness, very fun, but the things like the reclaimed wood does help to tone it down. And this is something where, as we have a collection of like bright plates, layer those, really have fun with the color and mix it up.
And I like that you put the cookbooks. You kind of make different heights. It's really
And
nice.
I picked the cookbooks that have the bright edges.
Right.
This is really sort of fun and young.
It's kind of like the look where you wake up in the morning, come into the kitchen, and it would immediately kind of brighten your day.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Okay.
And this might be the look that you want to incorporate into your kitchen if you have really nice mixers and pieces that you want to be showpieces.
Exactly.
Because that makes that a showpiece.
Exactly. Exactly.
Otherwise, they take up counter space.
Or they, or
Everybody gets mad
underneath
at you.
the
That's
sink,
right, you don't want to do
in
that
the
either.
closet. That's
Ken,
beautiful.
you're off to a great start. Well, you're actually 2/3 of the way through.
All right.
What is the final look?
So the next one is almost completely different from this. I call it French country.
Nice.
And this is sort of a farmhouse that would be somewhere in the south of France. We're using sort of old-fashioned porcelain casserole dishes, fresh flowers, teapots, more ornate. The colors, they're still color, but it's softer yellows, softer blues, and pattern.
Well, I really like that, Ken. That's really, it is so Euro.
Very Europe, very old-fashioned, you know. And let's see what it's going to look like on the shelf.
Okay.
See
This
the
sort
shelf.
of, you know, you have room for things like ornate decor and pattern, where in something with a more ornate backsplash, you couldn't do that. So this is very vintage, very sort of, oh, I was in Paris, I picked up this, I was
Right.
on vacation here. This
Could
is my
work in
grandmother's.
farmhouse. It could work in farmhouse
Exactly.
nicely. I think it's an option for
Yeah.
sure.
It's much more
yeah.
warm and cozy maybe
It
than
is.
some of the others, and much more old-fashioned.
And I love that you say that, things that you've collected along your journey through life.
Exactly.
It's really beautiful.
Exactly.
I like all three of them.
There you
Me
go.
too.
There you go.
You
It's
can
gonna
learn a
be
lot about
tough.
Ken Wingard just by looking at this.
That's
This is
right,
journey
where
through
he
life.
picked.
But you know, we can't put all three in the kitchen. I refuse. I refuse.
Well, we could try, but we do
It'd
have
be a
to
lot.
choose just one. Thank you, Ken. This is going to be so much fun. And you all make sure to visit HallmarkChannel.com all week long to vote for which look that you think would complete our kitchen. And remember, each vote will actually give you the chance to win $50,000. That's a lot of money.
Still
isn't
a
it,
lot of
Bill?
money.
Still a lot of money. Doesn't get less every time we mention it. And you can put that money towards your own dream kitchen. So keep on voting.